Balloon Fiesta kicks off its 50th anniversary next weekend, but another anniversary will be coming up as well.
Very quickly realized, based on the radio talk and everything, that there had been a catastrophe.
Action 7 News reporter John Cardinelli joins us now. And John, it was 40 years ago when the most tragic accident happened in the festival's history.
Yeah, Shelley, that's right. On October 3rd, 1982, 4 people died in a hot air balloon accident when it caught fire. I spoke with an officer who responded to the incident that day, and take a look at how common these accidents have been in Albuquerque throughout the years. For 4 decades, it's been considered one of the worst crashes in Balloon Fiesta history.
So it was my first Balloon Fiesta, first day working as a police officer during one of the mass ascensions.
On Sunday morning on October 3rd, 1982, Ray Schultz saw something he will never forget.
I wasn't exactly sure what was happening, but very quickly realized, based on the radio talk and everything, that there had been a catastrophe with a balloon that had caught on fire.
Schultz quickly got to the scene and saw a balloon engulfed in flames. The people on board had 2 options: stay on board or jump off. Schultz saw them jump.
When that happened, it just kind of didn't seem like it was really happening. It's completely up to God whether you're gonna survive the incident or not.
The New Mexico State Police have confirmed that there were 4 fatalities.
In the end, 4 people died in the tragic accident. The images of that day still live with Schultz.
There's a lot of things that really you think about all the time.
These crashes do happen. In total, 15 people have died in balloon accidents in the Albuquerque Metro, according to the NTSB. Just last year, 5 people died in this crash. 2 men died in this 1990 crash when the gondola hit power lines. Another pair of men died in 1993 when their gondola detached. A woman fell to her death in this 2007 crash. This bystander caught it on video 14 years ago.
It's something I'll never forget, and it's something I hope I don't see again.
While tragedies do happen, Schultz believes hot air balloons are relatively safe.
The Balloon Fiesta is a safe event. A lot of hard work goes into that event to make sure that safety is always paramount.
Going back to 1964, the NTSB has recorded over 700 hot air balloon crashes. I'm John Cardinelli reporting, KOAT Action 7 News.